How?
7 pitches this at bat so far.
Relic, my dick don't have poop on it, dude. Chill out. I don't like butts, dude. I'm a boob man. I'm gonna do my face cam like this all the time. I'm gonna hold it in my hands. Look, I was washing cars today, dude. Chill out. I don't like butts, dude. I'm a boob guy. I'm a boob guy, dude. Harbor Freight. Horns up, baby. Archman, horns up. Relic, that game's not on yet. It starts at 7, right? Yo, Sniper, what up, dog? Yo, Relic, that game starts at 7, don't it? You're supposed to be my ace deuce, bro. Oh, pregame? I'm finishing off the Little League World Series.
There's a look at the tickets that have been launched. Nevada adds its name to that list. That's what coming up. 7 Eastern and tonight. Wrap it all up. Washington against Oregon. Northwest Regional Final at 9 Eastern. Can't wait for that one. Big bats in that region.
James, you're a real one, huh? You're a real one, bro. Bro, I had tickets too. Are you really going? No, are you really going? I had tickets, bro. Are you going, really? Dang, you guys don't want to see my wiener. Yeah, I'll go like that. I know, dude. It'll be alright. I do have tickets, but I'm not going. I kind of... Yeah, exactly, dude. Yo, Relic, I'm not... I have to play a round of golf tomorrow. I have to go to the skate park. And I have to meet my buddy for a barbecue. So I got... My plans are stacked. Yo, the end of the summer, dude, all your plans get stacked up.
On each other's team as we've got Fairfield, Connecticut ready to go in the Metro Region Championship first pitch coming up at the top.
Oh, I could eat fucking 25 meatballs.
Long Island just moments ago at the
Wait, what size meatballs? Are we talking like...
She is the power hitter of all power hitters.
Wait, what size meatballs? Yo, Relic. I fixed that grill, dude. The grill is fixed, dude. Relic, dude. Come on, bro. The grill is fixed. I fixed the grill.
We just saw our third ticket punch today. It's the boys from Manhattan.
Yeah, the Summerlin looks
I mean...
right here, Vegas, Summerlin. Ethan Robertson really stands out. Scored 5 runs in 3 games.
I can eat 20 to 25 meatballs. Tomorrow I'm about to grill it up. You boys are going to see tomorrow the DOODERMANG's about to get grilled. Wait, that's not a good way to say it. Oh, the DOODERMANG's going to get grilled tomorrow? Hey, wait. The DOODERMANG's about to get his grill on. No, not that grill. I got that grill for free. Dude, me and my buddy got that grill for free, bro. Bro. We had to white vinegar the shit out of it. We had to get the Weber fucking great cleaning solution. Oh, what? My wiener schnitzel? The Wiener Schnitzel.
It's not one powerhouse in home.
Dog.
You know they're going to be a factor. It's just a very even level of competition. And this team is on the level very strong.
That's the third of 5.
Perdona, man.
Congratulations to wins from Las Vegas. We had 2 others punched earlier today.
Bro, you have no idea.
Maryland and Pennsylvania.
Yo, tomorrow you're going to see...
Just a reminder that with all the pressure, it's still about having some fun. Pennsylvania was down 1-0. This was going to
No beers, dude. I've had 0 beers.
Yeah, the Maryland team was
There has been definitely no beers had today.
Pennsylvania just so deep and skilled.
Yo, Nal. Is it Nally or Nal? What up, dog? Wait, 0 beers?
Is now up 3-1. And this is going to be Ethan Irvine. We were talking about this guy who got it done.
Cheers, broski. Get it.
And he got it done at the plate.
Yeah, Irvine was so skilled. He was just really dominant on the mound.
I mean, I do kind of chomp them. I do chomp meatballs.
And 5-1, bases chucked.
I do have them in the side palate for a little bit. I had side palate meatballs for like 5 seconds.
You know, Aiden Mercer right here for Pennsylvania too. He was outstanding in this game.
And what else is there better to show you that the final out as the guys from Glenmore Little League get it done 7-1, and they win the Mid-Atlantic region. They're going to take
I've never worked a day in my life.
I'll show you how Sioux Falls and Bugs here in just a second.
I've never worked a day in my life.
It's been mentioned before, anytime a
As you can see.
it's a Williamsport, no matter where the Keystone State they're from, there is going to be support everywhere.
Tough state to win. This team is not top heavy. They're very deep. There's really not a hole they could pick.
Is it?
Defense is a very skilled Pennsylvania team.
And I mentioned that
How many do I need cut?
taking on Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because they were able to take out Fargo, North Dakota today. Mike, these 2 teams played 2 days ago.
Listen, you can be a lucky bastard too. You just quit your job. You have to quit your job right now, though.
What a rivalry too. These teams have
Oh, I'm definitely still gay. I've been gay my whole life. Aren't you born gay?
3 times in this region. Just a tremendous.
Aren't you born gay?
And this is the 2nd straight year, Mike, that the Sioux Falls Little League is going to represent the Midwest region in Williamsport. They had the young guys from last year's team that have aged out watching this year's team take care of
I thought people were born gay.
They get it done.
Like it's inherent. Like you were born that way.
Williamsport, I want to break down the matchup in just a second.
So if I was gay when I was born, I'm still gay. Ichi, what's the holiday, brother?
You win, you can relax, and then immediately you think to yourself, you know what, let's not relax too much, let's watch the next
I did not go to the skate park today. And I'm alright.
Quick early scouting report on Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and the guys from Pittsburgh.
Well, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I was taking care of my nephews and nieces. Mostly my nephew. Then my nephew and my niece came over and I was babysitting. But I did hit the front stoop, dude. Bro, I hit the front stoop. I didn't get as many clips as I wanted. I didn't get to the skate park today, man. Shit was whatever. I have a 3-seater truck, dude. I can't bring. Well, I could. They could just ride in the truck. Like how we used to do. Oh, we gotta get 15 kids from here to here. Alright, well, I got an 8-foot truck bed. Just fucking throw 10 of them in that bitch.
And much like the game between Pennsylvania and Maryland, once one side broke it open, it kind of felt like it was there for the taking. And
Maggie, what up, dog?
Really made it home.
Yeah, Garrett Geiger switch just dominant. Big fastball. You see a little quick pitch right there. Remember, Utah was beating them.
You could bring 2 more guys if you got a 3-seater. Well, I bring 2 guys mostly. I have, I have my fall guy and I have my spring guy. If you don't have 2 guys, you ain't running a business. I took Shador for 2 passing touchdowns. Lions and Patriots, 2 rushing touchdowns apiece.
That's your second outs, and now Nevada can sort of feel it. Put back there, huh?
Yeah, really did. I in the 6th inning, you go to Warriors Sport. Come on.
Wait, was that like a standard prop bet?
Just gets it at first, and Nevada wins
Relic.
6-3. Let's take a look at who is in. Irmo, South Carolina, guided by knocking.
Wait, was that a standard prop bet?
Florida, Richmond, Texas. Illinois, Massachusetts, Hawaii, the powerhouse guided last night, and then Mike, South Dakota, Pennsylvania.
I love sitting in the middle seat when I'm driving my truck. Because then I got the shifter right here. I can Dutch rudder the shifter.
Fairfield, Connecticut, and then our nightcap, our final first pitch between Bonnie, Lake, Washington, and Beaverton, Oregon. But before we get to the Northwest Championship,
you can Dutch rudder the shifter. I usually have my buddy who's sitting shotgun go like this. Interlace fingers. I'm the shifter. And we shift it together. And it's a magical experience, dude. It's the most magical experience. You guys wouldn't know, dude. You guys wouldn't know, dude. It's the most magical, like 2 hands shifting. 2 hands shifting at the same time.
Perfect night for baseball here in Central Connecticut in a perfect setting, and a capacity crowd is here in Bristol, ready for this showdown, the Metro Region Championship game. It's Fairfield National Little League, the Connecticut State Champions. St. James Smoketown Little League.
Relic, stop gambling, dude. You have a gambling problem. Alright, we're taking it to the top, dude. We're taking it to the extreme. Relic has a gambling problem, dude.
The cage. Top 10 plays.
Brings the home run back.
Yeah, those are the best feelings in the world.
Now's our chance. Be that team right now.
It's the biggest stage to show the world our game.
Right there, he's got in the Metro. One game.
Wait, am I going to the
Getting
game? You guys really want to
and
watch the
getting a
game?
ticket to Pennsylvania. These are the tickets already punched to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Las Vegas, joining the crowd. One more to go after us. Northwest title tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time, but all eyes right now on this matchup between Connecticut and New York. With that, we welcome you. Great to be with you. With Kyle Peterson, I'm Eric Freed. It's going to be tough to top what we saw here last night for the New England Championship.
My
but
power
I have a
steering
feeling
fluid
these
is
two
low.
teams in this crowd
Why?
are going to give it a go.
It's not my power steering fluid
all the
low.
way around the outfield
I
fence.
need-
Obviously, Connecticut here, New York not a too.
Oh man, it's such a
drive is too
bummer.
far away, but it's
I've
perfect way to
replaced
end what's
both
been an
wheel
awesome week
bearings,
for these
and
kids
now
here.
my inner
Let's
tie
start
rods
with the
are
Connecticut
going.
State
But
champions. They are led by the twins, Taxel Torinos,
whatever,
SJ,
dude.
and
You know,
Jimmy.
trucks break
They've been in
down,
the
dude.
middle
You
of
gotta
everything.
do work
Yeah,
on
I
them.
think they're kind of in the middle
I
of
need a
everything all the time.
5-ton,
It doesn't matter where they're at.
jack.
Jimmy's caught every pitch for the last 4 years for this team. SJ was on the mound
I
last
wish I
game.
had one.
Today we'll see him at shortstop, and sometimes, well, they do what brothers do. But they're twins, so they're supposed to do.
I'll give it to him. But if there's a go ball, there's a chance. Let it rip. Hey, listen. Let it rip. Steph Curry's going to come out there and shoot some layups and free throws before he goes. No, he doesn't. No, he
Dude,
doesn't. Did you see Steph? You know Steph? He practices the half court for warm-ups. That's right. That's what I'm looking for. Let's make a layup first.
Why is it
I think
every
he's gonna be for
time?
both, right? We can find a happy medium here, I think. But look, DJ, I mean, we talked about this a lot. There was conversation. You might go as high as
Yo,
number
if
two
anybody's
overall,
got a
right, to
lift
Cleveland, right?
that I
And
can
that
use,
spot
I'll
doesn't end up
use your
happening.
lift and
Ends
do
up
my
having
own
the
work.
long wait. But why
And then
was
you
the
can charge
conversation
the
so
labor.
way up there in terms of where he might ultimately get drafted? What were the skills that led to that kind of?
No, I already
Well,
said
there's a
I
lot to
spit
like.
on the
There's a reason why I had him
shifter,
as
dude.
my 20th overall player in the draft class. When you go back and watch him at Colorado.
Wait, Maggie,
the
you're
timing,
not
the rhythm,
listening
that is
now.
when he's at his best. Talking about Steph
I
Curry
already
as a
said I
point guard.
spit on
He's
the
gonna hang
shifter,
in that
dude.
pocket, played under a lot of duress, a lot of these collapsing pockets. He showed his toughness, his mettle.
Why wouldn't
Here,
I?
watch this shot he takes and still delivers an accurate ball down the field. He doesn't drop his eyes.
I don't
which is
want
a
to
great
take
trait
a
for
straight
quarterback. Now,
fucking
there are issues we talked about.
5-feet
and Cam
shifter
mentioned
in
it.
the
The goal
asshole.
tonight is get rid of this. The drifting issues that he had inside the
It's
pocket.
so
which
funny, too, 'cause
led to
it's a
some of these
4-feet
sacks he
shifter.
suffered at Colorado. Let's try and clean that up, and that starts with his first NFL opportunity this evening.
Hell yeah,
You see how
dude.
he stay in the pocket?
You
That
guys
ball's
are
going
gay,
30, 40
dude.
yards down the field. That's what
You
we
guys
wanna
are
see. That's what
gay.
you saw. That's what we all saw,
Bunch
right?
of gay
Again, there was still some of
dudes.
those check down plays. You
Oh,
wanna see that.
gotcha.
But I want to see the Shador
You guys
Sanders
are
that we
gay
saw
as
at
hell.
Jackson State. I want to see the one that we saw at Colorado.
Fuck,
that was leading
dude.
the
No,
team.
now I
that
have
had the
car
energy.
trouble,
Yes, you're
dude.
doing it to Travis Hunter. He's not out there. But again, the guy that can make every throw, can make
You know what
every
I
play.
don't like?
wanna see
I
that
like
out.
when,
You gotta be smart. But
When people
you're
go,
not
yeah, I have
electrifying
some
the
car
fans.
trouble,
You're not-
and
we
they
wanna
go,
see
don't you
everything
drive a
to me.
truck?
I think he can do it.
And
I
you
don't
go,
believe it.
well,
I'm just trying to move up the depth chart.
Yeah,
by
dude,
electrifying
well,
it. But that's how you
yes,
move up the
dude.
depth chart. Right? Let's just be honest.
That is part of it. Sure.
Yeah, if you're okay, it's like this is the Hunger Games.
People
Like,
who
he's got
argue
it.
semantics
This is it.
are
Here.
gay.
Hey, what are they gonna do? Like fly stuff in for them?
Oh, you're an English? You're the English grammar
Let's
police?
get a couple screens. Let's get the ball out of our hand. Let's get
Oh,
some completions.
dude,
Let's
you're
settle in,
cool.
and then we'll take our shots.
It's not
You're
all
the
that
coolest
different
guy
from
ever,
the
holding
situation
him
Dak
to
Prescott was
there,
in, by the way,
there,
was the
or
last
there.
quarterback drafted outside of the top
Oh,
two
you
rounds to
used
start.
the wrong where.
Yeah, he went off, right?
Oh, I got, you used the wrong where, dude. You're done, dude. You're done. No, your life's over.
That's what, and then you make
You
those
lose.
differently
Oh, dude, you said where when it was where?
Opportunity here, I think, is a big part of it. Opportunity for Bryce Young as well.
Oh,
to build off
dude,
what we
your
saw
life
the final
is
10 weeks
done,
when he went
dude.
Back into the starting lineup after a really tough start to the year that led him to get benched in favor of Andy Dalton. So when we look at this opportunity here for Bryce, he's going to get, I think we think, around 10 plays. This is still a big shot here for Carolina to, kind of continue that upward mobility here, MJD.
Yeah, I think Carolina, look, when you're talking about Bryce Young, it's really about controlling the line of scrimmage and running the football. He's at his best when he's able to get back on that 7-step off a play action pass, and he can see the whole field, right? And so if we can control the line of scrimmage, Bryce Young is going to throw at that timing and anticipation you talked about Shador has. That's his superpower. So hopefully that you can get that going or start it early, get some runs going, set him up with some play action pass, let him kind of show his arm talent down the field.
I think he's got the belief of everybody in the building now. That's the coaching staff. That's his teammates. That is a big deal. You'll see a confident Bryce Young this year.
I'm the smartest guy in the room.
This is the show. We're going to see every snap that Shador Sanders takes this preseason starting tonight. 134.
Can we just get
I'm the coolest guy in the gay bar.
134 career collegiate toucdown.
I'm the hottest chick at the nursery home.
None of it matters now. He's got a chance to make a case for QB1. Let's send it up to Chris Rose and Joe Thomas. News 5 Cleveland for the call.
On the defensive line are a lot better too, and they're going to be getting after you because that's how they make the big bucks. And these defensive linemen in the NFL are unbelievably quick at getting to the quarterback. So you've got to know I got to get rid of the ball when that clock in my head goes off. Number 89, Caden Davis. At number 37, Luke Floria, the pride of Mentor High School in suburban Cleveland, Ohio. Back deep for the Browns. Matthew Wright, who's kicked for 7 different NFL teams,
Football?
ready to boot it away from the 35-yard line.
Are you ready?
Same kickoff rules as a year ago in terms of lining it up when you're the kicking team. And
This
we are
is real
underway.
football, dude.
This one's going to take a hop, get picked up by Davis. Across the 20, gets spun down at about the 22, and here we go.
These guys play harder than the regular guys.
Shador Sanders making his NFL debut. The most talked about quarterback heading into the NFL draft. Plenty of 12 jerseys out here in Charlotte, even though the Browns are on the
If
road.
I was a math
He
teacher,
not only slipped
I
out of
would
the first
know
round,
that.
but out of Friday's rounds 2 and 3 as
Well,
well.
I didn't
Picked
know.
144 in the 5th
Dang.
round by the Cleveland Browns. Dylan Sampson,
I am a math
out of
teacher.
Tennessee. Rookie lines up.
I
next to
am a
Sanders,
math
who
teacher.
starts out in the shotgun. And a hand to Sampson.
Dude, I do math every day. I go, all right, this plus this equals that.
What do you expect the game plan to be early for Shador Sanders?
Well, I think early on you're going to see a little bit like we saw there in the first play, just doing things that he's comfortable with, being in the shotgun, running a little zone read inside zone there, and doing things that he's going to be able to make quick reads and quick decisive decisions.
3 receivers to the left for Sanders, who is playing without any of the starters tonight. Throws his first pass, it's too high. It's in and out of the hands of the former Panther, Deontay Johnson. Your offensive lineup today brought to you by Huntington Bank. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Cleveland Browns. As I mentioned, it's the second string offensive line, including the newcomer Devin Jenkins, former left tackle for the Chicago Bears. And as far as the wideouts, you just saw Deontay Johnson trying to stick around with the Cleveland Browns after last season's spoiled year between the Panthers and the Ravens.
I do know that people who worry about other people's hair are the most gay.
And it's right at the sticks.
They are definitely 100% the most gay.
After a 4-yard gain. And it'll be 3 and out for the Browns on the first drive.
Good job by there by Sanders, finding the open man. His receiver runs the route just a little bit short, but he's able to find the hole in the defense. Great job there early on. Should have been able to pick up that first down had the receiver run that route deep enough.
Oh, dude, get
Raheem
a
Blackshear
fucking
back
haircut.
at his own 20 to return the punt of Corey Bojorquez, who last season kicked one 84 yards, the longest punt in the NFL in a decade. Kicks one away inside the 15. Blackshear stumbles, falls at the 8, and the Browns are going to wrap him up before he can even get back to the 10-yard line. Donovan McMillan, the first one down there, along with Rex Sunahara and also Thomas as well, after a 59-yard punt and a return of -2 yards.
I don't have to say it.
Great boot by Bojorquez there.
I don't have to say
Receiver and
it.
the returner back up to pick that football up, and the Browns special teams unit swarming there. That's one of the big things that you're looking for in preseason is who are some of these bubble guys that are going to make an impact on special teams and be able to secure their spot on this roster.
And there's a good look at the Browns
number 1 choice. The 5th overall, Mason Graham out of the University of Michigan. And the loud cheer you heard was for the Carolina Panthers starters, led by 3rd-year quarterback Bryce Young, the former Heisman Trophy pick, and number 1 overall selection in 2023. He'll hand it off to the Hubbard. Works through for about 5 yards. Your defensive lineup brought to you by Binary Defense, the trusted cybersecurity partner of the Cleveland Browns. Binary Defense, the right partner is the best defense. Getting a good look once again at Mason Graham. The linebackers include the first pick of the 2nd round, Carson Schlesinger out of UCLA. And we'll be talking a lot about that secondary after the injury to MJ Emerson. Young with his first toss of the year. Looks, and it's behind Hubbard and dropped. Good pressure there by Alex Wright. It's good to see him back after a lost injury-plagued 2024.
Alex Wright's going to be an important part of this defense this season. We know that the Browns are going to expect to lean on their running game and their defense if they want to do some things during the season and have some success. And the depth of that defensive line is going to be a huge part of this defense, being able to get pressure and relieve some of the struggles potentially of a banged-up and secondary that doesn't have a lot of depth at the outside corner position.
Dude. You were scared. I got you. I got you.
Young is pressured and he's going to get dropped by Wright. He squeezed through for a second, but a nice job by the 4th-year man out of UAB. And the Browns force a 3 and out of the Panthers.
Take a look at Sam Kamara. He's doing a great job working on the left guard for the Carolina Panthers. Just pushes him right into Bryce Young. Unfortunately, he's not able to secure the sack, but it forces Bryce to step up in the pocket, and then his buddy Alex Wright brings him down, forcing the punting unit to come out.
14-year veteran Sam Martin standing in the middle of his own end zone, and it'll be Luke Floria standing at his own 42. Be the first punt return man for the Browns in 2025.
I fucking got it, dude.
Good high punt. Floria retreats, takes it at his 35. Finds a little gap for a 40-yard return. And Shedeur Sanders will get his 2nd shot at being a pro in a scoreless game in Charlotte.
Anything for Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL. Thanks.
University of Maryland Global Campus believes in students. You should get credit.
The fact
for
that
life
you put an I at the end of boy
translated
means
to
you are
coursework
definitely
and help
gay.
cut down the cost of school. UMGC helped me
You
become
put an
a
I
highly
at the end of
attractive candidate in the
boy?
job market.
Oh, buddy. Here. I'm gonna hit a fucking... I'm gonna hit a sandwich right to your mom's fucking oven.
Cheerios. 8 grams of
Put
tasty
my
protein
eggs
for a
right
day
in
full
your
of good.
oven, dude.
Missing your team's games on Sunday? Not an option. So whether you're a picked up an afternoon shifts fan, or just a move to a new city fan, or at a Sunday afternoon wedding fan, Verizon's got you covered.
Felt good,
Get
though.
NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on us.
I know,
Every
dude.
out-of-market
Well, that's
game,
because you
every
put an
Sunday.
I at the end of
That's up
boy,
to
dude.
$480 in value.
When you put an I at the end of boy, it means you're gay.
See you
100% gay.
To buy or
And
not
that's
to
fine,
buy?
dude.
That is their question.
Here's
And
what I don't
nobody
get.
knows shoppers better than
If I use
Shopify.
the word gay
The
offensively,
undefeated
who gets
checkout
offended?
champion of
Is
the
it
world.
straight people or is it gay people?
Win with Shopify.
Well, if I'm like, dude, that was gay, and people are like, whoa, 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 you can't say gay. Who are the people who are offended by that? Is it the gay people? Because then it is gay. I don't. If gay people were like, oh, dude, that was so straight, I'd be like, yes, that was, because it would be straight.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
The fact that you can't
Browns
say
preseason
gay or
football on News 5
retarded
is presented by
gay
Huntington Bank.
and
Take the
retarded.
Browns with you with your Cleveland Browns debit
Well, you know
MasterCard
what?
from Huntington Bank.
I just got this
Both teams
sandwich.
go 3 and out. Now the Browns return to the field with this man, Shedeur
And I
Sanders,
feel like
taking
I'm
the
about to
snaps.
put some
Big
fucking
12
hard-boiled
Offensive
eggs
Player of the
right in
Year.
your
Joe,
mouth.
focus on the bottom of that screen. Broke over 100 Colorado records. And the other thing is, he's a winner. He and his pops got to Jackson State, turned that program around. They moved to Colorado after a couple of seasons. They took over a one-win team and made them must-watch TV.
Talk about 100 records that were broken. I broke some records in Wisconsin, but most of them were in the meal room with the number of plates I was finishing. So, Shedeur Sanders, obviously amazing college career, tremendous following, and part of the reason why there's so much attention and interest in him.
Sanders to throw again. It's a little screen to Trevion Williams. Just picked up. He's got a lot of room. He is into Panthers territory with the Browns' initial first down.
Something we've seen so far in the first two series with Shedeur Sanders is great timing.
That
was one of the things he said he wanted to work on was getting the ball out on time. And these screens, they take a little bit of practice, but that was just perfectly timed because the linemen weren't too far out in front of the running back. Shedeur delivers the football that's catchable and gives his running back an opportunity to catch the football and run down the field for a big first down.
Williams replaced by Dylan Sampson. Shedeur looking deep down the right side, and the Browns are stumbling and bumbling. That was Deontay Johnson asking for a little pass interference, but he does not get it. It was Corey Thornton that he was working against, and it'll just go as a long incompletion, much to the dismay of Browns fans in Charlotte.
Deontay Johnson's getting press coverage here. Shedeur Sanders wisely recognizes it. He likes that matchup. He's going to give him the football. The ball is slightly out of bounds. Maybe if it's a bit more to the inside, they can get that call. But I think the refs are going to say no harm, no foul when the ball goes out of bounds.
One of the rare times Sanders under center. Hands it off to Sampson, the former SEC Offensive Player of the Year. He gets one, maybe two, and it'll set up a third and long. Sampson's one of these kids that's going to be relied on heavily in the Browns' rush game that needs to turn around in 2025.
Talked about earlier, relying on your defense and your run game, which is going to be different than what they were trying to do last year with Deshaun Watson. Had an offense that was completely catered and curated around him, but this year it's back to the Kevin Stefanski ground and pound that we saw his first few years in Cleveland.
Sanders in an empty backfield with four receivers in the game. 3rd and 9. Sanders rolling right, pressured. He's going to run. He's got a little space. He's got a first down. He wisely slides, and Shedeur lets him know. Gain of 10.
Take a look at the replay here. Shedeur Sanders, he's recognizing a 5-man rush, which means he's got man coverage down the field. That's tremendous work for him to be able to recognize the coverage. And when you get the guys in the secondary with their backs turned running down the field, that usually means that if you can get out of the pocket, you got a lot of green grass to run. Excellent decision making there, picking up the first down.
Sampson remains in the game as the running back for the Browns. 1st and 10. It's a little end around. That's Caden Davis, and he is going to
he got wrecked.
as he tried some air.
My boy got wrecked.
Corey Thornton was there to bring him down with some authority and loss of 2.
Yo, Glenn, what up?
Little trickeration on the second preseason drive.
Yeah, usually when you make a nice play like they just did, picking up that first down, you're around midfield, that's when you want to use those special plays, those reverses, those flea flickers, those things that you want to get a look at right now in preseason, just see how they time up. And you know what, sometimes they're a little bit fun. Unfortunately, that was fun for the Carolina Panthers there instead of the Cleveland Browns.
Loss of 2, so 2nd and 12 with Sanders under center and a little play fake. Looking left, he's pressured. Keeps the play alive. Throws it over the head of a wide-open Sampson. So a great job by Sanders to keep the play alive. Just not enough touch on that one.
Great job again with decision-making and movement in the pocket by Shedeur Sanders. Nobody's open. He sees the pressure starting to get there as the play continues to wind down, and he finds a way to get some green grass. And just unfortunately for them, overthrows Dylan Sampson, who was wide open in the flat.
Shedeur sacked 94 times his 2 years at Colorado. As I mentioned, not a lot of Joe Thomas's blocking for him out there in Boulder. And here this second-team offensive line going against the #1 defense of the Panthers. Sanders on 3rd down to Jamari Thrash, working hard to try and get that first down, but he's going to be about a yard shy. So that'll bring up 4th and a yard after a gain of 11, and it looks like Kevin Stefanski is preseason. We're keeping the offense on the field.
I love this decision. Let's go for it. Let's keep Shedeur Sanders on the field. He's throwing the ball really well. That last play, he was reading it from inside to outside. First window wasn't available. Hit that second window. Gave his receiver a ball that he could catch and potentially drive forward for the first down, or at least give yourself a chance.
This is a
fourth and
QB
short.
draw.
Backfield on 4th and short.
QB draw.
Sanders looking, pressured, trying to keep the play alive. Throws it, and they're going to turn it over on downs as he was pressured by DJ One-Up, the veteran and former Minnesota Viking. So a promising drive ends with a turnover on downs. We are scoreless in Charlotte. Shedeur had him pointed in the right direction, and then unfortunately went the wrong way.
Charles Barkley wants to lose 65 pounds with GLP-1s. Roe can help him with that, but they can't help him lose his big mouth.
Hey, hold on. I have big plans for this brand. Maybe I could write a roll jingle. Roll, roll, roll your weight gently off your bod.
It's great.
I only know because GLP-1 work, and Roe makes it crazy convenient.
Roe boosts everything but your big mouth. See if you qualify at roe.co/shop.
Maybe we could even have me and a mascot. Oh, wait, am I a mascot?
Hey, Ashley.
Applebee's 2 for $25.
So then?
Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees like the new chicken parmesan fettuccine.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25.
Sorry, were we in that shop?
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling. If you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower unspecified infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do lower. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you have these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or pregnant. Don't take it allergic or have an infection.
Done settling? Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq and take back what's yours. AbbVie can help you save. NFL Red Zone is where the action is inevitable. See every touchdown, every game, every Sunday afternoon during the regular season. With up to 8 games at once. Get NFL Red Zone now.
Browns preseason football on News 5 is brought to you by Toyota. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. And today's Player Watch presented by Cheetos. The Cheetos team bags are back. Scan the QR code to win an epic Browns game day experience. And we're focusing on the first pick of the second round, Carson Schlesinger, a walk-on at UCLA, didn't become a starter until his final year, led the nation in solo tackles in 2024.
He's going to be asked to do a lot more sooner than we expected with the Jordan Hicks surprise retirement at training camp.
Starters remain in. Bryce Young floated to Ted McMillan. The number 1 pick shows you why. He beats Chigaze Nuzio on that. A gain of 29 in the Browns territory.
Nuzio is playing press coverage on the outside, doesn't get a hand on the receiver, who gets a free release and gives his quarterback plenty of space on the sideline to drop that in for an easy completion down the sideline. Got to be able to squeeze the receiver on the sideline there to not give the quarterback so much space to throw the football.
Hubbard, some space, gets inside the 40 for a nifty gain of about 6. And for the first time, let's check in with the kicker ball. The sideline report is presented by Sugardale, the official bacon of the Cleveland Browns. Aditi?
We gentlemen are talking about Carson Schlesinger. Let me tell you, I talked to linebackers coach Jason Tarver about it for a while before the game. Much has been made of his bioengineering degree, but Tarver told me his mental quickness is unlike any rookie he's been around. The way that he communicates through that headset helmet, he says, is outstanding.
And Hubbard's going to get wrapped up right on cue by Schlesinger. It's pretty amazing that a kid like that, and we got a big fight already, and flags are flying. We got guys trying to battle for positions and in some cases make teams, and I
starters out there, but still, this is the sort of stuff you'll see a lot of the time in August. Rayshon Jenkins, the veteran safety, got a little mixed up with one of the Panthers. It looked like it was Xavier Leggett. Clay Martin, our referee, trying to sort through things. They're taking a while on this one. Multiple flags down on the field.
I think they're quite shocked that a 90-year veteran is throwing helmets off and getting in a fight. The first preseason game, not something that you normally see. So a little bit of surprise out there and some excitement, trying to sort it out, figure out who threw the first punch, maybe. How do we deal with some discipline here?
Jenkins and Devontae KZ, a former Pittsburgh Steeler, a couple of veterans they brought in to try and solidify maybe some backup roles there in the secondary, which has undergone a lot of change in recent years. Well, this one really taking a while. You got to wonder. You certainly hope that they're not going to toss anyone for this sort of.
After play was over, we have dead ball personal fouls by Carolina number 17 and Cleveland number 28. Those penalties will offset a dead ball spot. Both of those players have been disqualified.
Oh, wow.
What?
Well, that's a big one, particularly for Jenkins, right? Leggett, second-year man for the Panthers and a former first-rounder. But for Jenkins, this is a guy that's vying for playing time. He's a veteran, a 9-year veteran. What do you think Kevin Stefanski's going?
He's going, what on earth could have made you so angry to get thrown out of a preseason game in the first quarter? You're a 9-year vet. Let's go. Gotta be smarter than that.
So Devontae KZ is going to check in as Jenkins' replacement. KZ also a 9-year vet. Spent the last several years with the Steelers, 63 career starts for him. So back to action. After a minor delay, 3rd and 5, Young from the shotgun and the Browns are offsides. Great play for Young, who steps up, throws, incomplete. It was Adam Thielen that got a hit on it before it fell to the ground. But looks like that is going to give the Panthers another first down.
Outside. Defense number 57. Fair penalty. First down.
It was Isaiah McGuire, 3rd-year man out of Missouri, who jumped. A guy who really developed late last season.
Yeah, coaches aren't going to like that. When it's 3rd and 5 or less, you got to look at your offside. You can't listen to the snap. Now, because that is just devastating, self-inflicted when you jump off and get the offense free first down.
So the Panthers' first offense moving on its second drive. That's Dowdle. Not much room there. Kickoff to the 2025 regular season just around the corner. You do not want to miss a single play, so get your seats to your favorite matchups today. Visit clevelandbrowns.com/tickets today. Obviously, a lot of Shedeur Sanders getting their seats here in Charlotte, including a few Colorado number 2 jerseys. We'll see them again momentarily. Browns defense trying to get off the field. As Young, the couple receivers to his right on 2nd and 9. Looks left, throws left, connects with McMillan, and it's another first down inside the 20. Carson Schlesinger on the coverage out there. A gain of 12 for McMillan. Who went 8th overall in the draft. The highest the Panther wide receiver has ever been selected.
Give that guy so much of a cushion out there at cornerback because you got both your linebackers in the A-gap, so you have nobody covering that curl flat area. You got to be a little bit tighter and avoid those easy inside bang-aids, hard slants.
Donald, play fake to him, Young. Touchback stealing, another first down as he gets it close to the 5. Thielen, a guy in
David is one of Kevin Stefanski's favorites in their time together in Minnesota. Really has kind of rejuvenated his career here in Carolina.
He's done a nice job. They always have talked to him about being able to teach Kevin when he was in Minnesota because he just did everything right. Even when he was a young player, so valuable to have a veteran in your receiver room who can teach you how to do everything the right way for those Carolina Panthers.
3 1,000-yard receiving seasons, nearly 700 career catches for Thielen. First and goal for the Panthers. Dowdle gets it inside the 5. 1,000-yard rusher for the Dallas Cowboys a season ago. Gives a nice 1-2 punch with Chuba Hubbard leading the way now in Carolina. A gain of 3 in the Browns defense trying to tighten up. Jim Schwartz's defense, one of the best in football in 2023 during a playoff season, dipped significantly a season ago. Now trying to come up big on 2nd and goal. Young out of the shotgun, looks left, throws in and out of the pits as McMillan was wide open. Not exactly sure what happened. Maybe a little bit of the timing off from the rookie out of Arizona. Switzer on the coverage there.
Receiver just didn't turn around quite quick enough, and you got to know that when you're in the red zone, things are going to happen a little faster, windows are going to close sooner, so you got to be able to understand the timing and how that football's going to be delivered a little bit quicker.
Chuba Hubbard back in the game for Carolina. 3rd and goal for Young. What you imagine has to be the final drive. Young, pressure, rolls right, directing traffic, throws, touchdown, Jalen Coker. Young doing a nice job extending the play, directing traffic, and hitting Coker for the 5-yard score.
Good job by Bryce Young, recognizing that nobody's open early, but a little bit of pressure off the edge. Isaiah McGuire does a good job collapsing the pocket. But when you're going against an athletic quarterback that can extend the play like Bryce Young, you've got to be able to squeeze it, not let him out of the pocket, because as soon as a quarterback gets out of the pocket in the red zone or closer to the goal line, it's about impossible for those cornerbacks to be able to hold their coverage long enough to be able to keep the other team out of the end zone.
Well, Dave Canales said he wanted to see some life out of his first-team offense. Didn't get it on the first drive, did so on the second. Matthew Wright to tack on the PAT. And it is good. 3:36 to go here in the first.
Watch out.
With a 7-0 lead. Shador's been all smiles, trying to put a smile on the faces of Browns fans with his good drive.
The smell of football is in the air. And NFL
Hang on.
Network is ready.
Let me hit one square, please.
With every preseason game, including 21 odd games. First look at the new class.
It's not when you get drafted, it is what you do when you get there.
And these stars on your teams.
I have the balls on my side.
Football is ready. Week 1 of the NFL preseason, live on NFL Network.
One of these friends can order whatever she wants from the menu. The other has food allergies. You do your best to avoid food allergies, but accidents can still happen. Zolair is an FDA-approved injection proven to significantly reduce allergic reactions from accidental food exposures. Taken once or twice a month, it focuses on the source of food allergy reactions. For adults and children as young as 1, Zolair is effective in reducing allergic reactions to a single or multiple foods.
Don't use if you're allergic to Zolair. Zolair may cause a severe life-threatening allergic reaction called anaphylaxis. Tell your doctor if you've ever had anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have trouble breathing or if you have swelling in your throat or tongue. Zolair should not be used for the emergency treatment of allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Zolair has been made to use to reduce allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, while avoiding food allergens. Serious side effects such as cancer, fever, muscle aches and rash, parasitic infection, or heart and circulation problems have been reported.
Help reduce food allergy reactions if an accident happens. Ask an allergist about Zolair.
Powerful, majestic, recreational. At Progressive, we prefer outdoor 24/7 protection they deserve. So they're always ready for your next adventure. So that's just how we do it around these parts, around them parts. That's just how we do it.
But he's so prepared right now. A lot of people are approaching like a preseason game. He's approaching like a game. And that's how he's always approached everything, to prepare and approach it like this is it. He's thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. He don't get caught up in, all the rhetoric in the media. He's far beyond that. It's going to be a problem after the night, though. I promise you that.
That is a proud papa, the Pro Football Hall of Famer and head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion Sanders. I'm sure Pops is tuned in. And of course, the best news is that he has recovered successfully from bladder cancer. Hall of Famer, wish you well, my friend. Matthew Wright to kick it away. He's going to take a hop and Luke Gloria, the pride of Mentor High School in suburban Cleveland, Ohio. A cut. Gets it up close to the 30. Browns 3 and out in Shadour's first drive, but the second drive made a few plays, Joe.
Yeah, he's done a great job. I think he's showing great timing.
Dude, I'm the best golfer ever.
He's making great decisions, recognizing the coverage. Here he throws a quick screen pass to the outside with great timing, lines up great with his blockers up front, and then on 3rd and long, he sees that it's man coverage. The receivers running down the field, quarterbacks got their backs turned. Great time to take off, pick up the first down. Really done a nice job thus far, doing all the things that we'd hope to see from him as far as understanding the speed of the game, the operation is mentally. He's making great decisions when the time is appropriate.
Drive number 3 connects with Brendan Bates, one of the extra tight ends on the Browns team. Gain of 5. Tommy Reese, the first-year offensive coordinator. He moves from the tight end room to the OC. Former Notre Dame quarterback and former Browns ball boy as well. And it's been instrumental so far in the development of the 2 rookie quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel, of course, will not play tonight, nursing a sore hamstring. Got a handoff to Amani Marshall, getting his first look and a Browns first down. Time right now to check in with Aditi Kinkawala. Aditi?
And Chris, it is Tommy Reese that Shadur Sanders is coming to sit next to on the bench after every drive. The first one, it was Kenny Pickett who sat next to him, went over the Surface tablet with him, talked out what could have gone better. The second drive, Chris, all 6 quarterbacks were sitting together. Snoop Huntley talked to him, Deshaun Watson and Joe Flacco gave him encouragement. But I can tell you this, he does not look tight, he does not look tense. He chatted with the fans for a second and he gave me a little wink.
Good stuff, Aditi. Marshall bouncing outside, gains a few before he's shoved out of bounds. Jamar Bartholomew out there on the tackle. Marshall, by the way, undrafted rookie out of Appalachian State. The alma mater of our good friend Daniel Jeremiah moved the sticks.
Daniel Jeremiah drop there. Amani Marshall, one of the guys in the backfield that's vying for hopefully making this roster, getting an opportunity, does a great job there. They've got a little zone play running to the left, and he shows his speed, being able to bounce it to the outside and run around the defense for a nice game.
4 receivers in the set, empty backfield for Sanders. 2nd and 5 with a minute and a half to go. Little screen, and that one's not going anywhere. It was Jamari Thrash on the reception. Thrash, a 5th rounder a season ago. Only 3 receptions, played just 9 games. They expect a lot out of him this year.
We know that the first 2 spots for the Browns in the receiver room are pretty well tied up. You got Jerry Jeudy, who's just a difference maker. Cedric Tillman, who's had some ups and downs and some injuries, but he's probably your solid number 2. And then after that, it's a little bit wide open. So these preseason games are going to be really important for these guys to make a name for themselves, to make some of these good plays for Shadur Sanders, and build that connection with these quarterbacks.
Marshall remains in the backfield. Sanders on 3rd down, and it's a little bit of a miscommunication with Sal Cannella, one of the tight ends. Another first down for the Browns on this drive, but then they stall after that. So here comes Corey Bajorquez for his 2nd punt of the game.
The throw looked like it may have been a little bit too high, but probably just a miscommunication as far as where that route is supposed to stop. But sometimes when you're throwing to your tight end for about 0 yards when it's 3rd and 8, it's kind of like a throwaway, and you really don't want him to catch it anyway.
Trevor Etienne, the rookie out of Georgia, 4th-round pick for the Panthers, back to return the punt. He's going to call for the fair catch, and it hits the ground, and the Browns are going to pick it up and take it inside the 10. It was Nathaniel Watson, the second-year man out of Mississippi State, as Etienne, the first time he touches the ball in the NFL, muffs it, and it's a turnover, and the Browns are in business.
Brown's doing a great job just making it difficult for the returner to catch the football. Yeah, he's made a fair catch, but that doesn't mean you have to run to the sideline and go drink some water. Get in his way and make him feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's exactly what happens. The returner kind of short arms it a little bit. Ball bounces right off his hands and into the very loving and welcoming hands of Nathaniel Watson, who picks it up and is able to celebrate on the sideline with his teammates now.
Well, that puts the Browns in the red zone.
First down at that spot.
And that is presented to you by Milk-Bone. Milk-Bone, bringing more dog to the dog pound. And forcing turnovers is something that the Browns did not do effectively a season ago. In fact, they were minus 22 in the turnover differential, far and away the worst in the NFL. Get them on defense, get them on special teams, take them any way you can. So they have moved the ball back to the 10-yard line.
That was one of the things that they emphasized all week as I was spending some time coaching with the Browns, and on defense especially. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. For being a team that wants to be led by its defense, you got to be able to take the football away, which is something that they just did not do last year.
Shedeur Sanders, the people's choice. Well, there is no question that he has had a huge fan base for quite a while. And now trying to get the Browns in the end zone for the first time this preseason. It's Marshall trying to cut outside. Mike Reed has him cornered, but nice work by Marshall to gain at least a few. Gain of 3.
Nice shot by Marshall, just using that stiff arm. You know, they're not all like Derrick Henry where you lift the guy up and you slam him on his back. Sometimes it's just a matter of sticking it out there, giving the defender something to think about and have to fight through, and giving yourself a split second of time to make a move quickly to the inside to turn something that was a lost yardage play into at least a positive gain and give Shedeur some manageable 2nd and 7 or so.
Well, that'll do it for the first 15 minutes of play in the NFL career of Shedeur Sanders. A couple of impressive drives, trying to finish this one off with a game-time score. It's 7-0 Panthers after 1.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Smart Cash Plus card. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
Trevor Beats. Pack smash.
My peanut butter and jelly.
Ew. Oh no.